when this is all happening, what was there sort of a mood of concern? When you talked about shock, why were you shocked? What were you concerned about?
We were unaware, at least I was unaware, that Mr. Kamek had been taking any action on behalf of our office. I was unaware that he had been retained. I was deeply concerned that the name and authority and power of our office had been, in my view, hijacked to serve the interests of an individual against the interest of the broader public.
And the fact that he had invoked the use of a grand jury to try to help Mr. Paul in his investigation, what level of concern and why was that a bother to you?
It was unconscionable in my view. You were using criminal process to pursue the private enemies.
Objection. I'm objecting to improper opinion about the unconscionability of these actions.
I asked why he was concerned.
Overruled.
Thank you. You can pick back up.
Yes, in my view, the criminal process had been harnessed to pursue the business enemies of an individual, Nate Paul, who also happened to be under intensive investigation by law enforcement.
So how did you folks decide? I think it was 7, was it 7 guys and 1 woman? I mean, so when I'm talking about guys or women or whatever, how did y'all decide? I mean, what kind of considerations did you give as to courses of action you should follow?
I'll speak for myself here.
That's all I want you to do.
As a staffer, you have fidelity to the Constitution and fidelity to your principal. Those two things should always align. Unfortunately, over the previous 9 months, they have been drifting further and further apart. One always assumes the best about their principal and attempts to protect that principal's interests, even at your own expense. When I saw that the subpoenas had been issued outside of the normal process of our office to pursue criminal process against private citizens to benefit one individual, it became clear to me that there was nothing more I could do, that the Attorney General was determined to harness the power of our office and to fulfill the interests of a single individual against the interest of the state.
And Judge, I would object to that answer. That answer is speculation about his opinion of what the intent was of other parties.
Overruled.
Now, did y'all try to decide what to do in terms of whether you hire outside lawyers yourself? Or what kind of issues were you concerned about as a course of action going forward, you yourself?
We had stepped into the void at that point. There's no roadmap to follow when that happens.
It's sort of like what we're doing here, right?
Yes.
There's no real roadmap except for something 100 years ago and something in the 70s. You were writing on a clean slate, weren't you?
Yes, much against our will, but our hand had been forced.